On to all my Cancer crabs out there. So let's get into it. Check out my new wall foam panels there. I told y'all I said that I was going to get more, and that's exactly what I did. So for you Cancer crabs, you have the Six of Wands, Seven of Cups, the Empress, Magician, the World. Oh, a lot of major arcana. Knight of Swords, Six of Swords, Page of Cups, Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so for you Cancer crabs, you have the Six of Wands, Seven of Cups, the Empress. Okay, so this is a situation for a lot of you Cancers, right? Where you have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands usually means some form of a small victory, things going your way, you getting your choice, or you getting your way when it comes to certain things. When it comes to it, what exactly did you get? Well, you have the Seven of Cups and you have the Empress. The Seven of Cups is that uh having a lot of options, having having a lot of having people that you can call, having a lot of options, having more than one person, right, that you can essentially date. A lot of you Cancers may have told people what it was. Look, you're out here, you're dating a lot of other people. Okay, I ain't gonna say a lot, but you're dating other people and they have to accept it. So that's exactly what it is that they're learning to do. They're learning to accept the fact that you are going to be dating other people out here, because the Seven of Cups represents a tarot card of options. It represents, it represents options and trying to figure out the best option for you. So a lot of you Cancers are like, yeah, you have a lot of people that you're talking to. Well, at the same time, you're trying to pick the best one that's suited for you, right? Then you have the Empress. Okay, the Empress represents this being a situation for you where the Empress is, while at the same time, people being okay with that. So you still may be talking to the same person after they found out, look, because you told them that you're speaking to other people, they still may be talking to you. So pretty much everyone is pretty much on board. Everybody doesn't, a lot of people don't really have a problem with that. Is the point that I'm trying to make. You really do have um you really do have a lot of value, and a lot of people are willing to be okay with the fact that you're dating other people, and they have to accept it. They have to accept it because right now you Cancer crowds may be dating multiple people just to kind of get to the point, right? What is the point? The point is interacting with someone that you could be in a relationship with, a monogamous relationship with, and being in a relationship with that one person. And the best way, I ain't gonna say the best way, but I should say the fastest way. The fastest way for you to do that is to ultimately date multiple people, so that way it's not just one person at the time. One person at a time, one person. You're actually getting to know multiple, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, how many, you know, and with that, you're looking at it like, oh, okay, maybe even all 10 of those people may not have necessarily been up to your speed or been able to match you. So a lot of you Cancers are like, yeah, these 10 people over here, even if things didn't necessarily work out for them, at least now it is that you Cancer crabs know that with these 10 people, it didn't work out. And you should know why, right? You should know why. It's always a very good idea to know why, so that it's not just you being dysfunctional, but not necessarily knowing why. So the Magician represents ownership of yourself, right? Responsibility. So a lot of you Cancer crabs know that you're doing this, and you know why it is that you're doing it. You know that you're doing it for a very good cause. You know that you're doing it because you're not necessarily trying to be like a player or like, mess with people. People are not toys or objects or any of that stuff. What it is that for you, you're just, like I said, you're just trying to skip on down to get to the person that you can actually be in a relationship with, you know, because, unfortunately, as much as the cancer crabs, you do really try and you do really want to be in a relationship. For the most part, cancer crab, if you've ever been paying attention to it, it's kind of an unfortunate thing, but for cancer crabs, love a lot of times is not necessarily in the cards like that. Um, Not saying that it can't be, but if you ever pay attention to it, right? Like Mike Tyson, Margot Robbie, right? Right. These are cancer crabs. Love for the most part. I'm not saying all the time, because you do see some successes like Conor McGregor, like Rose Namajunas, um, like Israel Adesanya. Israel Adesanya has a significant other, just not in the spotlight. But for the most part, though, cancer crabs, even though cancer crabs can be a good partner, for the most part, it's not necessarily really the cancers, y'all aren't necessarily really in the spotlight for being chosen or being picked. So a lot of you cancer crabs want to make sure that you do yourself some justice and at least try to get to as close as you possibly can to a partner, if not actually get chosen by somebody. And so that's what it is that a lot of you cancers are doing while you're dating multiple people. And why the world represents here how um the world in the Knight of Swords represents and you're keeping your options open. The Knight of Swords, you will have some people uh tr- that you're dating now try to um make themselves be seen by you as someone that is potentially for the long term, right? The Six of Swords represents it's a potential relationship that really could work out, but you do have to just kind of watch out for um just watch out for just pay attention to who they are is what I'm trying to say, you know what I mean? Like just pay attention to who they are, because this is something where this person can end up someone can end up making a good impression on you, and you end up liking them, and you end up going on a second date. You may end up hanging out with them again, and you may end up thinking that you like this person, and this person may end up being such and such. So why I'm saying that in the first place, right, Page of Cups, is because of the delusion that's wrapped around this person. So there might be some form of delusion here, whether it's this person may be okay with you dating multiple people, and that's something that they may have lied to themselves and lied to you, acting like they're okay with it. Or this can represent you Cancer crabs saying to yourself that you really like this person, but in actuality, you do like the person, but this person may end up being someone that you really don't like. So um I know you're trying to be down and all of that, and that's cool. But at the same time, you really do have to pay attention to who they are and don't necessarily kid yourself as to what's going on. Because if you have the Seven of Cups, you can essentially pick from the people who you have right now. You can be in a relationship if you want to. All you have to do is just pick and let them know that's what it is. That you actually want to get to know them. And but the Page of Cups, you have to choose wisely. The Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles represents here. You want to be confident with your pick. You want to make sure that, right? Nine of Cups, you want to be confident with your pick. You want to be able to bet money on your pick, that they're loyal to you if you needed to. Not saying you ever actually will, but the Nine of Pentacles, you want to be very sound in your pick. You want to be grounded in your pick, okay? So don't just necessarily, when you're picking, right? Any one of these Seven of Cups, when you're picking, don't just pick just to pick. Pick somebody that's built for you, Cancer crabs. Pick somebody that you know, or you have a very good understanding that you could really have a real strong foundation, solidarity with this person. Like I said, you know, don't just pick and pick yourself into a situation where, you know, the situation is just dysfunctional. You don't want that, right? What you want to do is you want to pick someone that you're sound with, but at the same time will help you evolve. Don't just pick someone that is so sturdy to the point where there is no form of growth. Otherwise, that's not a very functional relationship either. You want to pick someone that you know who, or you have a good understanding of who they are. They are who they act to be, or their first impression is who they are. What it is that what it is that you see is what you get. And at the same time, a person that evolves. You know, they change for the better, they grow. Certain things in their life changes and grows. You want to be able to have both of those things, because if you don't, it's not going to be a very prosperous relationship. Why? Because the relationship at a certain point is going to stagnate, and it may make you, Cancer crabs, um not like it, because Cancer crabs is about evolution as well. Cancer crabs don't, even at the fact that Cancer crabs are homebodies and they love their home, Cancer crabs does kind of like to go out on the town too and hang out too sometimes. So let's clarify the excuse me, let's clarify the world. Let's clarify the world. You, Cancer crabs, have the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Cups again, the Chariot, Page of Wands. This isn't something where a lot of you Cancer crabs really want to spend too much time getting to know every single last person in the world. This isn't a process that you want to spend too much time, you know, spending too much time getting to know even the people that you do have as options, right? And see, that's another thing too. A lot of times too, people don't want to be considered an option. People want to be the most obvious choice, whatever. That's the problem. That's part of the problem too. You're an option. The reality of it is we're all options to everybody else. And we can't get ourselves so caught up in the idea of, well, I don't want to be just an option, whatever the case may be. No, the situation is that even the person that's the most obvious choice can be an option, because it's the most obvious choice. But what's another word for option? Choice. So, you know, we gotta, like I said before, you know, I'm not caught up in this, but a lot of people gotta, you know what I mean, gotta not get so caught up. The Knight of Wands is that, you know, people are coming in, you know, heavy, trying to, you know what I mean, trying to wanting to hang out with you. So I just see some of you Cancer crabs, you know, your phone may be may be really active when you want it to be. And then you have the chariot. Chariot represent Cancer crab. So you're in your own element right now. You just need to slow down, pay attention to what's going on, page of wands, and walk away, right? Don't be afraid to walk away from your options. If none of them really intrigue you, don't be afraid to pick if one of them does. And the process of elimination. Anybody that doesn't necessarily seem to be working right up to your speed, learn to leave them alone and learn to let them know, send them a text message, let them know, hey, listen, you had a really great time hanging out with them, but you don't think that, you and them are going to be able to work out. Simple as that. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. Eight of Pentacles, the Fool, Page of Swords, the Hangman, right? Some people will be upset at the fact that when you tell them that you and them are not necessarily going to be able to work out because you don't see them and you being a very good pick. The Eight of Pentacles and the Fool represents, yeah, but this is going to be a situation where this is about you and your journey. So you shouldn't even worry about that. What you should be worried about is you making the best choice for them. They have to respect it, because if they don't respect it, they all they're gonna do is just make you feel even more glad at the fact that you didn't necessarily pick them, right? You didn't pick them to be in a relationship. Yeah, to be in a relationship. Because what's the sense of carrying on like that? Right? Like if the person chooses not you, then it is what it is. The only thing at that point of carrying on and getting upset and getting that upset, all is going to do is just get you to a point where the other person will be glad that you're not in a relationship with them. So it works against you. But you Cancer crabs have your hands full, have your claws full. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Trying to get this YouTube channel to grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. I want to see if it's possible. If it works, if it is possible and it grows, I'm gonna be very thankful. If it doesn't, then I'm still going to be thankful for whatever it is that I have by June, right? But at the same time, though, I really would like for it to grow, to 10,000 subscribers or whatnot, just so that things can be a little bit easier on me. But I'm still going to be making some great content for y'all. Please hit the subscribe button so we could reach that goal. I have 3,600 subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos. Peace.